Hello kids, welcome to today's maths class, and today we'll do squares and square roots. In the earlier classes, we have learned about the number system. In this chapter, we will learn about the square and square root of number. Square of number. When a number a is multiplied by itself, for example, it is raised to the exponent 2, or you can say raised to the power 2, or if the number have index 2, we say it is the square of a. A into a, that is equals to a square. We have also familiar with a plain figure called the square. Square has both its dimensions equal. If we divide its side into the number of parts equal in size, we observe that both the sides give same number of parts. In figure 2, we can see that the side 1 and 2 are divided into 4 parts each. Side 1 and side 2, 4 parts. यहाँ पे 4 और ऐसे में भी 4. Clear? Thus we conclude that when a number is multiplied by itself, the product we obtain is called square. 2 into 2, that is 2 का whole square, that is equals to 4. So 4 is the square of 2. 3 into 3, 3 का square, that is equals to 9. So 9 is the square of 3. 1 into 1, that means square of 1, that is equals to 1. 4 into 4, that means square of 4, that is equals to 16. Then 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 equals to 2 by 3 का whole square, that is equals to 4 upon 9. Next, perfect square. A number is said to be the perfect square if it is square of a natural number. For example, 25 is the perfect square of 5 and 36 is the perfect square of 6. But 30 is not the perfect square of any natural number because there is no natural number exists between 5 and 6 of which 30 may be perfect square. Next, table of square from 1 to 20. So, square of 1, that is 1, square of 2, 4, square of 3 is 9, then 4 का जगह 16, 5 का 25, 6 का 36, 7 का 49, 8 64, 9 81, 10 100. Square of 11, 121, square of 12, 144, square of 13, 169, square of 14, 196, 15, 225, 16, 256, 17, 289, 18, 324, 19, 361, and square of 20 is 400. Next, properties and pattern of perfect square. A number ending in 2, 3, 7 and 8 can never be a perfect square. It is clear from the above table. For example, the number 82, 73, 127, 588 are not perfect square since they are ending with 2, 3, 7 and 8. A number ending in an odd number of 0 can never be a perfect square. For example, 10,000, 15,000, etc. are not the perfect square of any number since they have the odd number of zeros in the end. The square of even number is always an even number. For example, square of 8, that is 64, that is an even number. Square of 14, that is 196, that is also an even number. The square of odd numbers is always an odd number. For example, square of 9 is 81, which is an odd number, and square of 13, that is 169, that is also an odd number. With the help of unit place digit, we can determine the unit digit of square. If a number ends with 1 and 9, its square would be end in 1. If the number ends with 2 or 8, its square would end in 4. If a number ends with 3 and 7, its square would end in 9. If a number ends with 4 and 6, its square would end in 6. If a number ends in 0 or 5, the square would end in 0 or 5 respectively. For every natural number n, we have n plus 1 square minus n square. that is equals to n plus 1 plus n. Multiply by n plus 1 minus n equals to 2n plus 1. For example, if we talk about 55 का square minus square of 54, that is 2n plus 1 means 2 into 54 plus 1, that is 108 plus 1 equals to 109. Clear? For every natural number n, we have n square, that is equals to sum of the first n odd natural number. For example, square of 7, sum of first 7 odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, that is equals to 49. 49 is the square of 7. Same way, if we talk about square of 10, sum of first 10 odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, that is 100. Clear? Next, Pythagorean triplets. Three natural number m, n and p are said to be the Pythagorean triplet if m square plus n square, that is equals to p square. For any natural number m is greater than 1, 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 is the Pythagorean triplet. For example, m equals to 6, अगर m equals to 6 है, then 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1 की वैल्यू निकालेंगे. 2m means 2 into 6. 6 का square minus 1, 6 square plus 1. So, 6 plus 2, that is 12. 6 square minus 1, that is 35. And 6 square plus 1, that is 37. They are Pythagorean triplet. Clear? Next is method of finding whether the given number a perfect square or not. How will we check whether the given number is a perfect square or not? There are certain steps which we need to follow. To find whether a given number is a perfect square or not, we follow the following step. Step number 1. Write the number, obtain the prime factors, make pair of identical prime factors, check if all the prime factor of the pair of identical factor or not. If all the prime factor occur in pair of like factor, then we say that the number is a perfect square. If any factor is left and does not form a pair with the same number, then we say that the given number is not a perfect square. We'll take an example. Is 250 a perfect square? We have to check whether 250 is a perfect square or not. For that, what we'll do? We'll do the prime factorization of 250. So, 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. So, 5 और 5 यहाँ पे एक पेयर बन गया, but 2 and 5 are left. Here 2 and 5 are not making a pair, so this is not a perfect square number. Clear? Next, exercise 2a. Which of the following number are not perfect square number? So we have to check. We have done for one number 256. Suppose 256 है. So first we'll do the prime factorization of 250. Eight. Sixteen. 2, 8, 1 pair. So they are making pair. So 256 is a perfect square number. So this way we can check with other numbers whether they are perfect square number or not. So you have to practice all the questions. We will move to next topic. Next topic is finding the square of a number without actual multiplication. Find the square of the following number. First is 34. So 34 का स्क्वायर दैट इज 34 इक्वल्स टू 30 प्लस 4. 30 प्लस 4 का स्क्वायर लिखेंगे मीन्स 30 प्लस 4 30 प्लस 4 2 टाइम्स है. नाउ 30 इज मल्टीप्लाई बाय 30 प्लस 4 एंड अगेन 4 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 30 प्लस 4 से. सो 900 प्लस 120 प्लस 120 प्लस 16 दैट इज 1156. दैट इज द स्क्वायर वैल्यू ऑफ 34. Tips. The square of a positive or negative number is always a positive number. Next, square root by prime factorization. Working step. Find the prime factorization of given number. Make the pair of prime factors. Take one number from each pair and multiply them. It is denoted by square root को हम लिखते हैं like this or this, or we can write this means square root. Next is example 2. Find the square root of following. First is 576. So we have to find the square root by prime factorization. So first we will do the prime factorization of 576. Now it can be written like this. So we'll make pair 1, 2 and we'll take one number from each pair. So that is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, that is 24. So square root of 576 that is equals to 24. Next is exercise 2b. Find the square of each of the following number without actual multiplication. So first number is 28. So 28 can be written as 20 plus 8. We have to find its square. So we'll write 20 plus का square that is equals to 20 plus 8 and 20 plus 8. Now we can write 20 multiplied by 20 plus 8 and then plus 8 multiplied by 20 plus 8. So it can be written as 400 plus 160 plus 160 plus 64. So now we will add 4 784. That is the square. Clear? So you have to practice all the questions. We will move to next topic. Next is method 2, long division method. We have already learned the method of finding the square root of perfect square by prime factorization method. But if the number is very large, then the process becomes lengthy and cumbersome. In such case, we use the method of long division. In the method, we follow the following steps. Step 1. Write the number whose square root is to be found as the dividend. Separate the digit in the pairs starting from the right. Consider the first pair on the left and think of the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the first pair. These are many numbers whose square less than first pair, but you have to choose the number whose square is closest to it. Consider the number as the divisor as the quotient. Write the square of the number below the first pair and on subtracting find the remainder. Bring down the next pair of digit from the dividend and treat this as a new dividend. Write double of the previous quotient and place of the divisor, leaving space for the next possible digit. For example, for the next possible divisor, choose a digit to fill in the space and the previous step in such a manner that the new divisor so formed when multiplied by this digit gives the product perfectly equal to or less than but close to the new dividend. Subtract the product from the new dividend and bring down the next period of the right of the remainder. The number becomes the new dividend. Now divisor will be the previous divisor plus the selected digit. Repeat the steps 6, 7, 8 till the pair have been taken into consideration. The quotient obtained give you the square root of the given number. We'll take an example. Find the square root of 1296. So first we'll write like this and start making pair from the right hand side. So 1 and 2, 2 pairs. So first pair is 12. Now we have to think a number whose square is either equal to 12 or just less than 12. So 3 ka square. So we'll write 3 here. What is the square of 3? That is 9. Now यहाँ हम 3 plus 3 लिखेंगे 6. 12 minus 9, that is 3. Now we note down the next pair, that is 96. Now 6 यहाँ पे हमारे पास है. Now we have to add a number. जब हम उस जो भी नंबर ऐड करेंगे उसको सेम नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करें, so we get the number equal to 396 or just less than 396. So if we write 6 here, 66 को 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, we'll get 396. सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे 0 आ जाएगा, क्वोशिएंट हो जाएगा 36. So square root of 1296 is 36. Next is exercise 2C. Find the square root by long division method. First is 3481. So first we'll write the number 3481. Now we'll make pair from the right hand side, 1 and 2 pair. So first number is 34. So now we have to think a number whose square is either equal to 34 or just less than 34. So 5. Because square of 6 is 36, that is more than 34. So write 5 here, 25. Subtract कर देंगे, 14 हो गया, that is 9 and ये हो जाएगा 0. 5 plus 5, 10. Now we'll note down next pair, that is 81. Now this number is ending with 1. So we have to think of a number whose square is end with 1. So it could be 1 or 9. We'll try to write that 9. 9 को 9 से करेंगे 1, then 8 and 9. So 9, 9, 8, 1. Subtract करेंगे 0. So square root of 3481 is 59. Clear? So you have to practice all the questions. We move to next topic. Square root of decimal numbers. There are two parts in decimal number. One is integral part and other is decimal part. In integral part, we make a pair from the right to left, while the decimal part, we make the pair from left to right by the annexing 0. Put the decimal in the square, not just after, when integral part is exhausted. Take an example. Find the square root of 10.6776. So first pairing कर ले, 1, 2 and 3. Clear? So इंटीग्रल पार्ट में we will make pair from the right to left and decimal part में हम क्या करते हैं, left to right pair बनाते हैं. So first इंटीग्रल पार्ट 10. So 3 का स्क्वायर क्या हो जाएगा, 9. So we'll write 3 here. Subtract करेंगे 9. 1 आ जाएगा. 3 plus 3 is 6. Now decimal is there, so we'll put the decimal in quotient and note down the next pair, that is 62. Now we have to think of a number whose square जब multiply करेंगे 62 को 2 से, either it should be equal to 162 or just less than 162. So 2 करेंगे, subtract किया 124 और 124 आ गया, subtract किया 38, then next pair 76 and यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, 2 plus 2 4 and 6. Now विल नोट डाउन 6 हेयर, ये हो जाएगा 6 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे दैट इज 3876, सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे 0 आ जाएगा, 6 यहाँ नोट डाउन करेंगे क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा 3.26. सो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 10.6276 दैट इज इक्वल टू 3.26. Next tips. If there is no integral part before the decimal part, before a decimal point, then in the square root, there will be no numbers before the decimal point. In such case, place the decimal point before starting the solution. Now we'll take an example. Find the value of root 396 multiplied by root 99. So, root 396 multiplied by root 99, we have done the prime factorization of both the numbers and write down here. Now पेयर बनाएंगे. So जो पेयर में नंबर को सिंगल सिंगल बाहर निकाल देंगे. 2 into 3 into 3 into 11 that is 198. That is our answer. Next is exercise 2D. Find the square root of the following decimal. First is 9.3025. So we'll make pair. हो जाएगा. First number is 9, the whole part. So you know 3 का square होता है 9. So write 3 here. Subtract करेंगे 0. 3 plus 3 6. Now next pair that is 30. Now 30 हो गया. Now if we note down 1 here, तो क्या हो जाएगा 61. 61 को 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 61 that is more than 30. So we'll write 0 here. हो जाएगा 0 0 30 and डेसिमल है तो यहाँ पे डेसिमल लगा देंगे then 0 60. Next 2 5. Now we'll note down number 5. So 5 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 5 2 3 0. सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे 0. So our answer is 3.05. Clear? Practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is practice application of square root. Example लेते हैं. Area of square park is 3249 meter square. Find the perimeter of square park. So area is given and for perimeter we need side. So from area we will find out the side. Area of square equals to side square. Side square की वैल्यू हो गई 3249. So side equals to root 3249 that is 57 meter. Now we have to find the perimeter. Perimeter equals to 4 into side. So 4 multiplied by 57 that is 228 meter. Clear? That is the perimeter. So this way we can find out. Next is exercise 2E. The area of square field is 60,025 meter square. A boy is cycling along its boundary at 18 km per hour. In how much time will he return to the starting point? So here area is given and boy is cycling with a speed of 18 km per hour around the boundary, means perimeter hai. So first we have to find the side. So side equals to हो जाएगा root of, so side आ जाएगी 245 meter. Now we have to find the perimeter. Perimeter equals to 4 into side, that is 4 into 245. 980 meter, that is the side. Now the boy cycling along the boundary 18 km per hour, means 1 hour में 18 km, how much time will take to return the point? So now 980 meter है and this is kilometer per hour. first divide by 1000 and multiply by 1660 मीन्स हमने मिनट में चेंज कर लिया है. क्लियर? So 98 upon 30. That is into ये आ जाएगा हमारा मिनट में, और वी कैन राइट टाइम एज 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Clear? So you have to practice all the questions. Here we end the chapter. I hope you understand the chapter well. Now you have to practice it.